Yo, this is the Talk of the Town podcast.
Yo, this is the Talk of the Town podcast.
Yo, this is the Talk of the Town podcast.
Man, this is the Talk of the Town podcast.
Talk of the Town podcast.
Cut. What's good, y'all? We're back for another episode of the Talk of the Town podcast. It's your boy Jamal Gasol, the one and only.
It's your boy Scorch in the building.
And we back for another episode of the 716 Boss Club.
Yes,
Today
sir.
we got Marv Critt of Marv Media. I believe that's what it is, probably.
Yeah, it's Marv Media.
Yeah, you know, Marv Critt, Mark Highland's very own, Marv's World, Trap Nerd, you know, several affiliations and companies my boy been doing, man. Got some other things in the works too.
He do a lot. He's a smart black guy.
Yeah, I definitely got to give him credit where it's due, man.
He do some of everything. Marv actually shot my first video. Now that I think about it,
And he's actually in my first movie that's coming soon, Kansas City Smackman.
See?
So
History.
yeah, man. So let's get into it, man. Another episode of the
Talk of the Town podcast. Y'all know what it is.
Let's go.
It's your boy Scorch.
And it's your boy Jamal Gasol. And today we got
Marv Media Network.
the Marv Crittenden, you know, of Niagara Falls, New York. Many talents, many representations, many platforms and media. You know what I mean? I think, what was that? One of our first interviews when we was doing Talk of the Town was on Marv's World with Yaya.
Soul Shot Radio.
Yeah.
Definitely was.
Yeah, around there with Keith, Ken Badger, my fault. Shout out to KB.
And see, he part of the reason we doing this too, because he was like the first person around here that was getting people together and doing the podcast.
Definitely.
I remember when before you started it all, you was doing it in the room. He was like, yo, cuz, come look at this. Yo, it was just
the
him
radio.
in the room. Like, I don't know what he had. I don't know what. And beyond all of that, yo, we all blood. This is a bloodline right here.
Yeah,
All our grandparents are siblings.
It's a small world.
We
man.
got-
Niagara Falls is
We
definitely
got
like the real
Joe
close-knit
May here.
family.
That's Joe May right here. So all the family members that's gonna watch, they was talking about it on Facebook today. I don't know if y'all seen it, they was all over the stat. So we got Joe May right here. We got Mary Alice May right here. Got Mary Smith. We got Sarah Lou May right here. Got Mary Allen. All in the bloodline.
It's crazy.
So
man.
we just
Niagara
gonna
Falls is definitely
Yeah,
like-
we got the family tree right here. We gonna talk some
I'm
shit.
doing mine right now. Like I
Yeah.
said, everywhere, man.
So we gonna run it down. We gonna ask you some questions. You know what I mean? Some regulars.
Wait. Before we ask some questions, though, let him explain a little bit of what he's doing, what he got going on, and what to look forward
Okay.
to.
You can
Oh yeah. So what's coming next? I'm doing gonna do a short form skits for me and my brother. About to get that started. So we're gonna be looking for actors. Anybody want to get into some scenes? I think it's gonna be great for promo. I did want to get back to doing Mars World, but I think it's only gonna have to be interview stuff because artists don't send their music. Like this is like beyond me. I never heard of this before. Before it was just like yo,
You said they do what?
they don't send music. Who knows?
Oh yeah, that's
I
why
was
you don't
literally
talk about that no
specifically-
more.
Yeah, I'm like,
That's
I'm
why.
introducing their deal, like, yo, just send the record, and they like,
I
I
know.
don't have no record to send you. I'm like, what do you mean you don't have a record to send? You got anything on streaming? Like anything?
Yeah, I had some hit or miss moments. There was times I was ignoring those moments too, like, you know what I mean? But there was times I
But
didn't
I
take
can pull
videos.
yours from the internet. I knew you were streaming.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that wasn't the issue. It was
He
like
always
that's
got
why I
something.
didn't have to go to you specifically. Like, yo, I can just go pull up the most recent one. I knew you was doing 30 pot series. Like I knew you was doing something.
I mean, would
you know what I mean?
you
To go grab it myself.
would you consider that lazy?
What for me to
Not having them not having the music?
No, that tells me
Whether
you're not
you-
serious.
Okay.
That
There you
that
go.
separates
There you go.
clearly a separation. Like
Yeah,
it
yeah,
costs
definitely.
$10-$20 a year for DistroKid to put as much music as you want online, and you're telling me you don't have
And
$20.
if they're that, if you're that
Yeah,
serious
people don't
about
take
it,
it
you should
serious,
know that.
man. But I feel like it's also just lazy because I know bad rappers that be like, I don't do the card thing, I don't mess with the banks, and you ain't really trying to take a chance with this shit. So it is a little bit of laziness too, though.
Oh yeah, you telling me that in 2022? I'm like, you don't understand.
You're not
It's
with
all
the time.
electronic.
You
You're
telling
not
me
with the
you
time.
can sell drugs and get the money through the
I
cash.
mean, shit. Cars run by energy.
You can get cash app cards. Like there's no
Yeah,
excuse.
yeah, they'll send you a card.
Facts.
When I hear people say that, I'm like, dog, I just know you're not serious at this point. If you can't put $20 on a card or find somebody to put $20 on a card to pay for your subscription for the
It'd be
year.
crazy,
That's
man.
it. Oh, and United Masters is free. So when dude's telling me your stuff ain't online,
On top of that,
I'm
on
not
top of
buying
that,
it.
there's no excuse, man. You got to see people like that doing their research, so you got a point, man.
Smart black man right here. Smart black
And
man.
I give people the information. It's not hard. Like, yo, And you can put as much music as you want on there all year round.
Even with this podcast, like I asked him, I reached out to you first as far as like, yo, what steps you think I should go, or what do I need to do, this and that and the third, like, you know what I'm saying? So definitely spread the wealth on that. I appreciate the information and the, you know, the guidance to help people, because I feel like people be trying to hide the game from niggas. It'd be like, what is you afraid of the next person to come up?
Exactly.
Before them.
It makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
Man, listen, we doing that when we doing this, so hopefully somebody will make it. If it ain't me, if it ain't him, man, listen. Need people to know what Niagara Falls is, where it is, what it's not just water. So with that being said, why you want to hate on the next man? Let somebody go somewhere. So Marv, how long you been podcasting, fam?
At least since 2010. That's when I can up on it. It's the year I went to the military. I was doing a radio show on Blog Talk Radio, and I was still, it turned, like, once you did the live show, it turned into playback. Which at that point I didn't know the podcast, but that's what it was.
Okay, so it's saved for you.
Yep. I still got them shows, yo.
See, I know it was mad long, because when I say he shot my first video, that was before we even start doing DVDs.
I think it's 09.
11, 10.
It might have been
I
on
think 09
9.
when I first, I'm trying to think. I got the files with the dates on.
That was
I think it
before we even
September
started
09.
going to Sakori Studio or anything. It was like in there.
Yeah, it was like the end of
Safari was
2009.
on.
Yeah.
Going in 2010, we was doing
Yeah,
high school.
Yo, he a general at this shit,
Yeah,
y'all.
so September 09.
Take notes.
I think it's September 21st. I got
Oh my God. See, that's why he
First
a
started.
trap nerd. The
It's
nerd
like the trap
part.
nerd.
The nerd
Boy,
part,
CJ.
that's specialization. I mean, you specialize in something. This man know a lot. Oh, he got it up. Okay.
Yeah, but I said, yeah, man, I got the pink ones.
You don't got. Look at the brand. Look at the brand. I don't got no clothes, but this is where
I
I be
got the
at.
socks, so I got the pimp socks though. I need some more.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, I got one today. Look. Yo, I got one today.
Got what?
Look what I'm wearing today.
Oh, you got another Puma joint? I still staying on Beamer. He's sponsored by BMW brothers for every episode.
We was talking about that. Oh, they got cologne?
I think so. Somebody got
I'll look it up.
Bentley got cologne. I like Bentley
They
cologne.
probably do got a BMW cologne. He'll
And
tell
they got a
us.
Mercedes one too.
If it
The
smells
Africans
good,
is
if
crafty,
it
bro.
smells
They
good,
probably got a BMW one at the back store or something.
Oh, no, I'm not going there.
Yeah, I got like fragrance extra.
Nah, Muhammad's is no good.
Get the V12 joint.
No good.
Get
Sneakers neither.
the M class.
You have a bubble at the bottom of your heel. No, not on my Timberlands, sir. You are.
Oh, so what all do you do at this time, career-wise?
Career-wise, right now I'm doing Trap Nerd Podcast. That's mostly production. I do the video and the audio for that. I do talk on the mic, but most days I don't. I do the PPM Podcast. That's proper pussy management, penis management.
I ain't never heard that one.
Listen,
That's crap.
that one is a niche one. I don't even promote that on Facebook.
Yo.
That one just goes.
Put me on that because I want to hear the bullshit. Like,
I got you.
wanna
Yo.
hear it.
It's about like it's relationship based, but it's more like power dynamics, men versus.
So you
not
say
men
you
versus
don't
women,
put it on nothing?
No, I don't put it on Facebook.
Okay, where you put it?
I
Like
put it
YouTube?
no, it's on YouTube, it's on Twitter, but it's like a niche group of people. So all I gotta do is go into a Discord, new episode out.
Oh, so it's kind of like private for your friends.
No, it's not private. Anybody can listen to it. I just don't promote it anywhere.
Okay,
Like,
yeah, show me.
You know.
I want to hear
Yeah,
because
it's
I
kinda
want to know
one of
because I know Marv be on some shit. Marv
Yeah,
be
and I don't want to hear like that feminist and soft niggas. Y'all, what do you say if you broke, you ain't shit. Like, yes, nigga, women should want men with money. What are you talking about? Because that means it ain't technically the money.
We kind of was talking about that before you came here.
Yeah, it ain't the money
Yeah,
aspect.
yo.
It's the hustle. It's like
It's a
it's,
different-
it's
I
a
swear to
security
God,
to it.
this is my cousin right here. This is our cousin.
I ain't
swear
gotta
to
say
God, I was
nothing.
just
man.
talking
I'm
about
just listening to him talk like
Yeah,
Yo.
I got a 13-year-old daughter too, so I'm not telling her, yo, go be with some dusty nigga because you like, what the fuck is that? Like, you gonna be in
Yo, the
school.
respect is
Gus, you think with him, Gus.
Yeah, you gonna
Yo,
be
the
in
respect is different. It's like as time has passed
Sad.
for me, it's been like that. Like I don't have to like really go that hard to like talk. When they see the effort, that's it.
Yeah.
A lot of shit don't matter. If they see that,
And our
it's
value
in
go up
you,
as we get older. That's the difference.
Yeah,
between the
man.
women. They shit go down.
It's
Not like-
there.
Now they be crying on podcasts now. Talking about 22-year-old niggas want to hit it. It's like, yeah, what you think, nigga? I know 40-year-old
That's what it
niggas
calls
come
for.
and scoop you up.
All right, but yo, cuz, do you teach your engineering techniques to your kids? Because I know you got some of age children.
Yeah, they my oldest son, Marvin Jr., he's into music. So he's already recording music.
His soccer.
Music, soccer. He about to start basketball. I told him he ain't got another time on his hands. So this is the time where you just can go do everything.
Because he ain't gotta work.
He gotta work.
Kids
He
love
do
that.
stream. You know what I mean? He do streaming. He do TikTok and all types of stuff. I'm calling cussing on TikTok. But
Oh man.
He shared it?
yeah.
Oh. Yo, little cuz, man. You ain't
Kids,
supposed to share
man,
that,
technology, these kids.
Yo, he thought he was low, yo. He
Your
thought he
dad
was low.
down with Trap Nerd, man. He watching, man. He on all this technical stuff, man. He started it.
My son want to do YouTube stuff too, but I don't know, man.
You gotta watch it. I'm not gonna lie. I wish I kind of would have waited with my second youngest son. He just turned 10, and he's into like the animation type of stuff. But he watches these like weird ass white dudes. Like he be just screaming and saying like just the wildest shit.
My daughter watched it.
Yeah, I'm just like, yo, what are you watching? I gotta like go monitor you extra because they might be trying to tell you how to make a bomb or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, so I can watch that. But he actually dope with video editing. Like he got like stop motion videos out, and that's where you just like do like the little claymation. This is what South Park was in the beginning. Claymation, you don't see the hands, but you do all that like hand. You know how to do all that shit. And he do that. So
See, I figured you know what I mean, running down the street.
and my daughter, she doing makeup. She'll be doing like makeup tutorials, stuff like that. She'll be doing no friends makeup. She's doing whatever.
That's great promotion, cuz.
Yeah, man. Kids are
And the kids is the future. The youth is the future.
Yeah, man.
Always, man. So I know that you're a basketball fan, an avid one at that. So, you know, this is something I wondered your opinion on, with these two players both being like ringless superstars. If you had to pick Carmelo Anthony or Charles Barkley, who would it be?
I'm going Barkley.
Barkley over Melo?
That was my
The
favorite.
reason,
player.
Melo, I love him. I think he's skill-wise better player, but I always look at the mentality. Like from start to finish, Barkley was a competitor.
Barkley over here.
You know what I mean? He was a competitor from start to finish. He was an MVP. You know, he made it to the finals. He ran the Jordan, but he made it. His mentality told me that's what held you back your entire career. Like we look at it now in hindsight, 2020, but his entire career, I'm looking like, yo, your mentality is what held you back.
Yeah, I think he was just in a comfort. He knew he could ball, and he was getting his bag.
Look at his contract.
And
Melo, LeBron, and D-Wade was taking 3-4 year contracts. Melo was taking 5-6 year contracts. Who looked like he was doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, when you look at all that, you
he
start
definitely
looking at all
was
that.
on the Knicks for a minute, but he was
But skill-wise, though, it's Melo. Like, I don't think it's a question. But if I have to start a team, I'm taking Barkley because I need that dog.
You know, and he's a great leader too.
And I can go get
Like,
it.
he'll
I can
punch
go
you
get a
in the
better
face.
Melo.
yeah.
If I'm in a draft, I got Barkley. That means I can go get KD.
That's why I said I know like them boys, like them two, those was two good all-star players. Like, you know, they all the famous at that, but neither one has a ring. That's crazy.
You know what though? I know who his favorite team is. Nah, y'all looking better this year.
Looking
though.
better.
I ain't
Looking
gonna
better
front.
now. We gotta find
I ain't gonna front.
coach, man. Doc gotta go, man. My Sixers can go all the way if they get rid of Doc Rivers. That's about to get Ime. I don't know how they pull that shit off from Boston.
On that though, you know Nash got fired.
I saw him. He about to get replaced by that black dude that cheated on his wife and got his
He got Von.
They're from the Celtics?
Ime, yeah, he got
Oh man,
yeah.
we got Love and Hip
It
Hop.
happened
Bounce
fast,
back.
yo.
Love and
Bounce
Hip Hop
back.
is in the NBA.
The
Oh,
bounce
man.
back is real.
What has the world came to? Alright, yo, what's the most irritating thing? Because if you notice, I've been saying it, because I knew Marvin's whole life. Like, literally, by the first day. Well, we family. We grew up.
In the same neighborhood. His mom was part of my grandma's eyes.
Yeah.
Man.
So, Marv, what's the most irritating thing about you being so intelligent?
Most irritating thing is when people ask me to do shit based on their ideas. So they come to me with an idea, they'll tell me about it. I'm like, okay, sounds good. And then not say nothing weeks later, days later, yo, what's going on? They're like, yo, what do you mean what's going on? They're like, yo, I told you about my idea. Like, they expected me to do all their work. And
So they want you to do their job.
yeah, their research,
Sound
their
like lazy
put
people.
together.
Sound like lazy
Like, you know what I mean? All that.
That's your
It's
shit,
nuts.
not his shit.
It's actually nuts that people expect that. But
It's understandable.
I don't do that.
It's irritating to me.
That's how like people like feel that they can just come out and ask you that. Like, you got like what makes people feel that way.
I mean, it's never like, it's like, not my brother don't do that. Like, people that's close to me don't do it. It's just, it'll be some random people like, yo, I want to get this started. I'm like, okay.
And you know why they would come to you? Because you seem like an intelligent person.
Yeah, they're like, okay. I'm like, yeah, you should do
See?
that.
Word, man. Like for this podcast, I ain't gonna lie, I reached out to you first. You know what I mean, to get the information as far as what do I need to do, what steps, what programs, what devices, set up the whole thing. Like I talked to you about before we went to Guitar Center. You know what I mean? So definitely, I
Told you all of
definitely
it too. I
respect it.
ain't blocking like, yo, let me not give him this piece of information to make it a little harder for me.
That's what I'm like. He trying to hide the game. I don't get that. Like,
He helped me out too. He was telling me, I want to say what equipment to get or something. He was telling me before we started the podcast.
So what was a classic childhood memory of yours from living in Jordan Gardens? Like,
Main thing was the East Side, West Side fights. Those are the joints where the Sockos was coming out.
I remember coming through. They come through with bats, whatever.
To walk that far across town to fight,
They probably
the kind of
tired.
energy, you know what I mean? The
yeah,
hatred.
the East was kind of fire. Now that you think about it, like
As kids,
As kids, yeah, you walking over like
they was
25 minutes or
to be
something.
hyped. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you about to go over there. This is we planning a fight. Like it's like the 300 March.
walking through Arby's parking lot.
Yeah,
and
got one through Tops,
Tops,
all
past the
down Main
Y,
Street.
or if you taking the old Abbott
Yeah.
track way.
That's a long
That
ass
wasn't
walk.
true. Them niggas
As
said,
a
Then you
kid-
fought. You had enough energy to fight.
How long would y'all say that walk was for a kid?
For
For a kid, that's a long way.
I'm thinking if the crowd, right, they probably not just walking, they probably playing around and shit.
Stop.
So even longer.
Yeah, so I'm
Like,
thinking
that's like 20 minutes, 20, 30.
Yeah.
About a good half hour.
Man.
You know
Just
what
to
I
go
mean?
fight, win or lose, and then walk back home. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
To them
you
dirty
crazy.
ass
Yeah, they
Eastside
go back
houses.
home. That's
They had
man.
too much time on their hands, man.
Niggas had
Yeah, most of
Sockos,
their
though.
mamas was crackheads and shit, you know?
Yeah, you know,
Wow.
the East Side different.
That's
The East Side was
I
different.
didn't have to say that.
You can tap that button.
East Side was different. It ain't nothing they ain't saying though.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing they
They
ain't
know
saying,
most of
though.
them was living with their grandma and cousins. Like, damn.
You know what I mean? Word.
Yo, he said, look, well, yo, that leads to my next question then, yo. Who's your favorite comedian and why?
My guy is Patrice O'Neal, man. I found him after he died.
Rest
but
in peace.
It was mainly just the realness. You know what I mean? Like I told you, I had the PPM podcast, and a lot of that stuff he talked about. I'm like, yo, this is my shit, yo. Like because a lot of men really think they have to bow to women. You know what I mean? Like I told y'all, like we get better at the age. Like as we get older, y'all probably notice it. Even if like you could be in a relationship, you would be in a store and women are just going to find themselves attracted to you because you're of a certain age. You're gonna carry yourself a different way at a certain age.
I see that now.
You know, your clothes ain't
If
baggy.
you dress a
don't
certain
shave off
way,
your ass.
you
Yup.
smell a certain way, if you just carry yourself a certain way, they may not say nothing to you, but you know how women try to play hard to get.
Oh yeah,
They want to. They want to
Can you
fuck.
grab that for me? Like what?
Definitely.
You
I
came over
definitely
3
can
hours,
agree with
ask me
that.
some shit
From
like that.
experience, man.
Yeah, just
Because they
in the
really
store.
like
Yeah, a little
you.
different,
Because they're
man.
attracted to the things you do.
You walk past them smelling good, you got your cologne on, they know. Like women know that ain't no cheap shit. You know what I mean? What he got on?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
You paying attention?
Yeah, they
You know, I keep that Versace on deck.
See?
Yeah, I went out to dinner this Saturday. The servers and shit coming over to the table. What's that you got on?
Mm-hmm. That
She
smell.
just looking.
And women shoot their shot when you get older. Like,
Oh yeah, they more bolder. They bolder when they get older,
when
boy.
you get older, boy,
The
the
little
4-year-olds be like, hey.
The little young shy joints, go ahead, man.
Cougars.
37-year-old looking at you.
Cougars, baby.
Quickly. She's
So-
like, oh, let me go ahead and pay for that for you.
So yo, we see you got your little man with you in the interview. You know what I mean? Doing this thing in the background, chilling. How important is it for you to balance your family and your career with your lifestyle and everything?
I think it's important. That's why I chose this path because it's the most versatile one. But my kids have already fallen into everything that I be doing. Like they into the audio already. They into the video stuff already. Like that's all they know. Their version of TV is YouTube. So they like, okay, well my dad has all these cameras around the house and we see him on YouTube. And
That's mad respect.
you can Google
man.
my dad and see his work. So I want to do the same thing. So it's times they come help me shoot stuff.
See, that's a
That's
positive
love.
influence, man. That's love right there.
He
You know what I mean?
passing his traits down to the kids.
The black sons,
a
man. The
generational
youth is the
blessing.
future, man. But the black sons, man, I definitely respect it 100%.
Get
So.
on early. Y'all people be trying to hide. I get hiding from the internet, but I don't hide my kids from creativity. So that's
Like, you gotta lead the way.
Yeah, that's
for
a
them.
difference. There's
And
definitely
if they can do the
difference,
same stuff you do, you know what I mean? Have their friends, you know,
Man,
get a
they
group
get
of
mine.
kids doing positive things.
Get my 20 years of time, and they get that at 10, 11, 12, 13. You know,
Earlier than
I
what we had it.
Yeah,
Yeah, way
earlier.
I had to wait till 25, 26, 27, 28. You know what I mean? They get it
Right,
at 10.
to get busy.
7. Like my son made his first video at 7.
You know why?
I saw that shit, I'm like,
they grew up with more stuff quicker than we did. You know what I'm saying?
Plus, I know what to get them. I know where to point them at, what to study. I'm like, yo, if you want to do these kind of videos, that's called stop motion. Go watch this, and this about stop motion. I'll go grab the videos on YouTube, check them out myself, send them to the link, and he can go watch it.
It was hard. It would be hard to set your kids up like that back in the day when your mom only making $3 an hour and
no
got
YouTube.
3 kids and no YouTube.
Yeah.
See, like here's like the influence that you got in your kids, right? I'm not even gonna lie. I was on shrooms for the first time when I realized like my kids be watching.
It's fire, ain't it?
Fire. But my kids had showed me a video of them like acting out a skit on some movie stuff, and they was chopping it up and really putting it together, and that really got to me. Like, dang, my kids really paying attention to me. Like,
These
kids know
something crazy. I'm like, yo, how the
that's like it was like definitely a different feel. I think about that now more though. Like my kids is really watching.
Yeah.
They get
It's
wiser.
like
They be more brighter than us due to this internet. Soon they born into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they got a different life, like upbringing than we did. Like we had to wait for you couldn't even be on the phone to be on the internet when we was
Facts.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
YouTube ain't come out till we was like 15.
Right.
Shit, 05.
So they got something to look up to.
We was watching Real Player. Real Player.
As far as you know, all this the internet world now, they look up to certain stuff that's on there. We couldn't look up to that. We couldn't even get to it.
Hell, man.
So that leads me to, who is your hero?
My hero. I never really had one, but one person that showed me I can do it my way was Charlamagne the God. I always talk about that because it was 09 Twitter, 08, 09 Twitter. You know what I mean? It was Fab, Charlamagne, Lil Duval. They was like the ringleaders of this black Twitter that we call now. Like, you know what I mean? Fab was hilarious. No one ever knew Fab was this funny because we never had Fab personality. We only knew he could rap.
Yep.
And well, some people don't like his rap, but I do.
Nah, Fab's fire.
It's weird.
Yeah,
and then we had Lil Duval, the comedian. Then this random guy named Charlamagne the God. I didn't know who the fuck he was. Found out he does radio, and he was wild though, like Howard Stern wild. And I used to see Howard Stern, but I'm like,
Howard Stern was a wild boy too. I remember
I ain't white,
him
though.
like
Howard Stern was loose.
yeah,
his show used to
TV.
come on TV. His little radio show used to be on like Comedy Central or
Yeah,
something.
I
used to watch
Naked
before
Chicks.
Native.
When they got
Late
like
night.
a fake wig.
Yeah, the
What
hair
was
got
it?
on. I don't know if
That
that's
was a
fake,
wig?
but that's his hair.
I don't know. I'm asking.
I don't know. I thought it was always his hair. He always had it.
Well, the internet is heavy
You
now.
know,
I'll Google.
Caucasian people with hair like that usually be like authentic. Like I don't know if it was a wig.
I don't
That's a
know.
good. That's a
Hope
good
he
asking.
put
They might have slipped one on me.
Yeah, they might have
See?
got us.
That's crafty. Yeah, man.
But yeah, that was the first person who made me like, oh, I can actually say what I want. I don't have to be as rude as him, but I can say what I want at least and how I want to deliver it. And you know, people either gonna be mad or not.
I respect that.
Okay. So last but not least, what makes you feel that you are the talk of the town? Not think, not am, but feel like within. Like, what does that make you feel you're the talk of the town?
I feel like I'm like a chameleon. It's like I can go in different sections of everything and just work. Like, you know what I mean? They can pull me in the political spectrum. You know, you can pull me in the music spectrum. You can pull me in, I can go do interviews with niggas that just I'm about to do documentaries. You know what I mean? It's a killer in North Carolina. He went to high school with a coworker of mine. He wanted me to do a docuseries on him. I was like, what the fuck was he thinking?
That's
to
touchy.
kill 2 people. You know what I mean?
That's
I'm gonna do
touchy.
it. If dude agreed to the interviews, I'm gonna do it. You know,
Yeah,
that's
man,
a killer.
it's
Yeah,
Might go
Society-
big time. Might go big time.
Society pushes that though, you know what I mean? It's accepted to do shit like that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
they want to do that when the killer killed black people, so I'll go ahead and find these killers that kill white people, and we can go ahead and talk about it.
You know what I mean? That's gonna definitely be crazy. That's gonna be a touchy joint. I ain't gonna
I want to
lie.
sit with him and his classmates. So like the coworker, he knows all the classmates. Hey, sorry. So he know all the classmates to talk to, like people that's still alive because he old. He like 60. You know, some of the people are dead. All in North Carolina, you know, crackheads type shit. I'm about to get with all of them. And I'm gonna try and do docuseries. It's something new for me.
Well, good luck, fam.
Okay. Well, yeah, man, congratulations on your new endeavor. Hope this do work out for you. And I'm not hopefully it will work out for you, man.
Of course.
More blessings, man. Thank you for having you on the show.
Thank y'all for having me.
Yeah,
And my
it's
son
another-
over there yelling.
Yeah, shout out to the young
Fact.
boy,
Thanks
man.
for coming on,
This is
cuz.
another good episode of the Talk of the Town podcast. We out.
Yeah, what's good, y'all? And that was another episode of the
Talk of the Town podcast. Shout out to Marv Crit of Marv Media. You know what I mean? They got a lot of things working, as you can see, and on the way. And more power, more blessing, and more success to him, man, on his endeavors, and continue to be great, man. Like I said, he is going to be in my short film coming real soon, the Kansas City Smack Man in 3D. What you think, though?
I think you should just keep making these moves. He sounds real intelligent. He know what he's doing. That's why people want to come to him. And on top of that, he's our cousin, same bloodline.
You know
he know what he's doing.
Real shit. Yo, you said, hey, we ain't getting none of your links, bro.
We ain't getting none of your links, bro. So tell them how to reach you how to reach you online.
HVO Marv on everything. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, HVO, the letters, Marv, M-A-R-V, on everything.
Okay. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook,
everything.
TikTok,
YouTube,
all that. YouTube,
everything.
HVO Marv. Y'all heard it right here.
Marv, y'all heard him.
And that was another episode of the
Talk of the Town podcast. But y'all know what this is. Man, let me take this out the right way.
What is this?
Man, this is the Talk of the Town podcast.
Man, this is the Talk of the Town podcast.
Man, this is the Talk of the Town podcast.
Man, this is the Talk of the Town podcast. Talk of the Town podcast. Cut.